Here we are again. Are you guys tired of seeing me yet today? Oh my word. Oh my word. I think it's because I got ready today and I'm starting to get my energy back, even though I have bouts of dizziness. It's totally fine. But I wanted to jump on here on Beauty Simplified by Lori and talk to you guys about contouring. Okay. Hi, you guys. Yay. Thanks for jumping on. I'm so happy you guys are here. So, I wanted to do a video just on contouring. Okay. Because I know that sometimes, especially in the beginning, it's a little bit harder. And so, I wanted to talk about some do's and don'ts and how to contour with different brushes and why we choose certain colors of contour for different faces. Hi, Gina. Yay. Awesome. Way to go, Lily. Way to go. Hey, Gail. Yes, so I wanted to just kind of talk about sometimes the differences between contour versus bronzer. Okay. When we talk about bronzer, and let me swatch some colors for you guys. So, because I think sometimes it's easier for you to see when I actually swatch them side by side. And then somebody, hopefully Yvette will jump on and she wanted me to swatch some colors, some eyeshadow colors. So you guys, if you want colors swatched, like these videos, that's why I do this every week, is to make sure that you guys are seeing the things that you want to see. Okay, let me swatch you a couple of different colors so that you can see the difference between contour and bronzer. Okay, so this right here is this is called Bella Bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. It's like magic. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it. It works really well as so let's say you don't have time to do your self tanner. Okay. Yes, I'll swatch those next to each other. You don't have time to do your self tanner. I usually try and do it once a week or whatever, just to kind of give myself just a little, because I get pasty, yucky white. And so I like to do a little bit of bronzer. But let's say I haven't had time to do that, and now I'm going to do a live video and I look ridiculous because I'm pasty. So what you can do is you can take your brush, this one, buff it up like that and buff it all over your face, you guys, and it's like you were doing self tanner. Okay, so don't think that you just have to add it at the end. Many times if you're having a hard time covering redness or whatever, maybe try Bella all over first. Okay, and I'm talking light. Okay, we are not talking full on orange face. We are talking a very, very light amount. Okay, so let me swatch Bella for you, and then I'm going to swatch these other contour colors too. Okay, so this is Bella. Okay, I brought a washcloth today, so I'm prepared. You do, Gail? So it really just depends on how much you do. Okay, so I have self tanner on. I put it on last night, and it just gives me a little bit of color without looking fake. Okay, I totally get what you're saying. Okay, you love your sunless tanner. I know, everybody's different, right? I'm telling you, that's what's so fun. We all, and honestly, I've gone through different phases where I've really liked being really fair and pale. I just don't like to look sick. And the more I get dark circles under my eyes, the more I think I look sick. Okay, so let me swatch Astoria for you. And then you guys can see the difference between Astoria, I just dipped my fingers in Illuminator, and Bella. See how this has more of a gray undertone? And this has more of an orange undertone. Okay, see the difference. I love it. Exactly, Debbie. You be you, right? So this used as a contour maybe wouldn't look good on you if you need more of a gray contour. Okay, let me get henna. I have henna in my other compact. So henna and Astoria, I kind of call them like sisters. One's just a little bit darker than the other. Okay, so this one works really, really good. Both of these work really good on like olive skin tones. And I have both of these in my compact. When I want to be a little bit more dramatic, I will use this one. And I have found that henna is like the perfect nose contour. Okay, so if you don't want to get shadow, which is like, let me show you what shadow looks like. Shadow's like really gray. Okay, if you don't want to get shadow or an extra one and you use henna, try it as a nose contour. I'm telling you, it's so good. Hey, you guys, make sure you're sharing because this is the giveaway this month. Not this month, this next week. I've got the Milk Foot Cream and a Milk Moisturizer. So every time you share, you get entered into win this. So, and I always like, it's just so much fun when I see my people sharing with your friends and family. That means the world to me. Okay, now another color that I love to use other than these two is I love to use Stone. Now we're gonna see how close Stone is to Bella. In fact, let's put it right next to it. Okay, that is Stone. So Stone, you can see it's not quite as bronzy. Can you see the difference? Like look at Stone and henna. Like they're fairly close other than henna is just a little bit grayer. Yvette, yay! What colors was I supposed to swatch for you? I can't remember. I'm so glad you're here. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I forgot to write down what colors you wanted me to swatch. So anyway, we're just talking about all these different colors. And then if there's any other colors you want me to swatch, let me swatch ash for you guys. Because sometimes ash, let's see if I can get a good swatch. This is ash. And it has a little bit more of a red undertone, okay? So if the contour is going red on you, many times it's not quite the right contour, but you can tell that this is a bronzer now. Like, see how these all kind of look similar, except for this one? Not only that, but Bella is creamier. It's not as stiff as, so Bella is a bronzer, right, Gail. It's a bronzer, it's not a contour, okay? You don't want to contour with a bronzer, okay? And I know that many people do that, but you don't want to do that because it's almost like, it just doesn't, you can't figure out what's wrong, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to create a shadow. And if you're trying to shadow with something like this that's too warm, then it's just not going to look right, okay? Now with that being said, doesn't mean that you will need like a gray contour. So if I put too much gray on my face as I get older, it makes me look dead. The lighter ones, yes. See, Stacy? Exactly. You think that the darker colors are going to be scarier, but they're not necessarily going to be scary. It really just depends on the contrast in your dimensions of your face and how, what you're wanting. So we choose contour based on kind of like your color of your hair, your brows, your eyes. There's a few different ways that we as artists choose the contour, and that's why it's so important. Yep, you hear the puppies. That's why it's so important that you have let me color match you, okay? Because sometimes you'll have the right highlight, but your contour's off a little bit, and so you can't quite figure out why the look isn't like looking magical. And many times it's the contour. I know I love henna. And I have been using henna, like I said, as a nose contour, and it's so good. Okay. Oh shoot, hun. Will you hand me, there's gonna be a brush up there. You see all those brushes? Assistant.
Really?
Uh-huh. See him right there? Nope. He doesn't know the names of them yet. Nope. Nope. Is there not any more in there?
Small ones.
So there's one in my bathroom. No. Actually, there's in those boxes up there. See those boxes, top left? They're really pretty little boxes.
The purdy ones?
Uh-huh. Open that up and tell me. There should be brushes in there. He is like, what is happening? I want to show you. That's the one. That's the one I wanted. He doesn't know that that one's called the Power Powder Brush. Or I would have just said, can you hand me the Power Powder Brush? But he doesn't know that. So anyway, so I'm going to talk to you now about contouring with the different brushes. So here are your like foundation brushes, okay? You have the Power Powder Brush, okay, mainly to add powder on your face to like really press the powder in. But this brush, the contour on this is so good, okay? You can totally contour with this. The Detail Hack, obviously, that's the one that I usually use, right? It's kind of my ride or die. It's probably my most used brush. Then you have the 30-second hack, which when I contour, I usually will squeeze that together. But if you have a rounder face and you want like more contour, you can totally just like use that whole brush, okay? And I'll get into that next. And then you have the Buffy brush, okay? So you've got the small end of the Buffy and the bigger end, and with it angled, it makes it perfect to kind of like cup that cheekbone, okay? And really press up against that cheekbone. So, yeah. So let me show you a few tips for contouring for different face shapes, okay? This obviously is one of the most common questions that I get is, how do I know where to place the contour? And what if my face is round and I want it to look thinner? Or what if my face is like long and saggy like mine and I need it to not look long and saggy, right? Then we're gonna contour slightly differently, okay? So that's what I want you guys to understand today is why we're going to contour a little bit different depending on your face shape, okay? So this is my personal palette. These are like the colors that I use every single day. I have like, well, not every day all together, but like these are kind of the ones that I'm always like choosing between. So I just stick them in one little palette. And then on the bottom, you guys, that's the Gold Coast collection, not the Gold Coast, the Gold Rush collection that's available tomorrow only, okay? You guys, this is a great deal because you get this whole thing filled up and you get the double decker, a newer pattern, and then you can put all of your stuff in the top. So yeah, it's that good. But let's get back to contouring. I'm like all over the place today. So we're gonna talk first about my like long skinny face, okay? And how we're gonna contour differently for my face than we would for somebody that is more of a round face, okay? The whole idea behind contouring is just trying to give your face an oval dimension, okay? I know, Gail, the glitter is a little bit scary and I don't use it very often, but I do use all the shimmer ones. So there's really only 2 in there that I am like, don't use very often. The rest of them I do. So it's still a really great little price point for that. So let me go in and I'm gonna show you guys. I like to start with stone in the winter because I feel like I'm not like warm enough. I don't have enough sun, okay? So see how my normal contour goes down like this? We actually, because my face is long and narrow, I'm going to create more of a horizontal line with my contour, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of come in here and I'm going to tap, tap, tap. Exactly, share it with your friends, okay? So, and you can see that I'm higher than what my natural contour is because it's sagged down here a little bit. And I'm actually like, so there's my bone right there. And I'm just kind of tucking it right up underneath that and almost giving it kind of a Nike swoop, okay? Because I'm trying to lift that face up a little bit and kind of, can you kind of see the difference in what it does to the face, okay? It's kind of crazy. Hi, Maxine. Now, let me show you on the other cheek what you would do differently if you were going to contour a round face, okay? So what you're gonna do with a round face is instead of coming horizontal this way, you're actually going to come down, okay? Because what that does is it's going to make the face more narrow, okay? So we're gonna kind of bring it down this way, okay? See the difference? I have a really hard time contouring it down because my face is so thin and narrow, but see how that like makes my face go down, and this one kind of like lifts it up, okay? You guys, this is the jam of contouring right here, okay? I'm telling you, if you can figure out your face shape and contour it based on your face shape, that's where the magic happens, okay? So if you want me to help you with that or whatever, reach out, send me a picture. I can help you. I can say contour for face. And I actually have some graphics that I had a gal drop for me that I'm going to see if I can't picture them and put them in on my page here so you guys can reference back to it. See how this looks a little bit orange on me? Okay. This is why I like to mix. I'm a mixer, remember? So I'm gonna take and put just a little bit of Astoria over the top of it. And then I'm always blending up, okay? Always blend up, you guys, okay? Looks a little bit heavy right now. For sure, it's a lot more contoured than what I need because my face is so thin, all right? So again, what we're trying to do is trying to like even it out and make your face look more oval. So keep that in mind. Can you believe that? Like even placement makes the color look completely different. I'm telling you, it's the weirdest thing. It's like magic sauce, okay? Now, let me show you what I can do with the Power Powder brush. If you have oily skin at all, this brush will be your bestest friend, okay? You know your face isn't round. You actually may, Margaret, if I can remember from your picture, I think you have a fairly oval face, which is great because then you're just going to kind of contour it to just kind of lift it, okay? Because we're a little bit older and that's okay, but we're just gonna kind of lift our face up a little bit. So, but I want you to practice trying a few different techniques and see. But see how this one draws my face down? And this one lifts it up. So this one is more horizontal and this one is more vertical. Okay, that's the tip for the cheekbones on like lifting and making your cheekbones look a little bit more chiseled. Okay, so next, let's talk about this one. I am actually going to go in and do henna on my forehead, and I'm going to use this bent side, okay? Curved, bent. You guys, I've done a few videos today and I'm kind of like, I'm out of words. I have spoken way too many words today. So this works really well up here where I can smooth it, okay? It's not so, I mean, it's okay along here because you can really dab it, but I like it on my forehead and under my chin, okay? So see the difference? And so I'm just gonna kind of frame my face, okay? But see how it gives you a really good shadowing when you put the contour just up here on the tip and then place it and blend it. It's almost like a paintbrush. Have you ever used a paintbrush and you've like only put the paint on the one end and just really blend it? It's so great. Okay, here we go. Yes, I have a very long forehead because my face is really long and narrow. So again, the whole idea with my face is to try and make it look not quite so narrow, okay? So this is where the contour comes into play. So that's this brush, okay? I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna go to the Buffy brush because I really wanna tell you guys that you can use any of these brushes for contouring, but I wanna tell you like the best ones for possibly for your face. And so how is this brush good for those? Okay, so this brush with oily skin, all right, what you're going to do is you're going to dip it into the powder, okay, and you're actually going to press it under your eye if you don't have wrinkles and wiggly eyes like me, okay? But you young gals, but I did do this when I was like knowing I was going to be outside. It was like 105 and like 75% humidity, something horrible. And I did see almost this kind of shape of like white. So when you look in the mirror at yourself, that's kind of where you're going to want it to be lighter, okay? So I'm just going to take this light color and I'm just going to kind of do this, okay? Just to give you guys an idea. So see when I put that on there, if I bring this up too much, see how it makes my forehead look bigger? Hi, Sarah. It makes my forehead look bigger, right? So the whole idea is to make that look smaller, right? So then we're gonna bring the contour back down here a little bit and make it kind of shaded from light to dark. But we want the brightness to be like right here, okay? So let me take the contour again. I'm just gonna dip into probably Astoria. Again, I'm a mixer and I'm just gonna kind of blend this in and bring this back down. Okay, see that? And over here on the sides, like I could very well keep this lighter over here, but I don't like my wrinkles, so then I'm hiding them, okay? So again, it really is just kind of looking at your face and trying to decide what you want to hide and what you want to bring out, okay? The other thing is this Buffy brush works really good on this small side to actually take that color right up into the forehead, okay? So that's one reason why I really like the Buffy to do the contour, because you can like dab it right up in. Many times with the Detail Hack, if I've got my hair parted some way, I'll take it up that way. So just know, you know, you're just trying to create that frame of your face, but see how this is brighter right there? That's exactly what we want, all right? Now, let's talk about the jawline, okay? So we've got this saggy skin, or maybe you've got a little bit of a double chin here or whatever, okay? We're going to kind of like lift that up. Now, I'm gonna kind of zoom in here. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my brush. If I was to take this and go, see how I just kind of went on top just a little bit? So not just all the way underneath, I'm actually putting it right there. It's going to create that shadow faster, right? That's what's so cool, right? You can totally like fake out your face. Now, see that? You tell me, give me some hearts and show me that you see that. See how it just gives me like more of that shadowed look? It's crazy. It's the craziest thing. And so I'm just going to kind of bring it up on that little sagging thing right there. And then just kind of blend it down. Now, you can also take this and, I can't see because of your like comments, you can actually kind of bring it down like this and make your neck look thinner through here. Okay? It's so fun, you guys. Contouring can be so fun when you've got a really good product that you trust that you can blend it out, okay? And that, I know, the sagging thing, it just happens to us. It's gonna happen to all of us. So we might as well figure out some little tips and tricks. Thank you for sharing. Tips and tricks on how to like handle these situations when they happen, all right? So let me just do a little bit of highlighting first or now and kind of show you, even though this one's coming down, this one's coming up, I want you to see the full effect when we're done. I'm just gonna use the B Squared. I love this one for a really light application for mature skin because it's so soft and fluffy and you just are like kind of dabbing it and not swiping, okay? We don't want any swiping to happen. We just want it to we want to dab. Okay, and I'm gonna start to take away some of this redness. And I'm using a couple of different colors because this darker one I use to take away more of the redness on my nose and chin, and then the other one matches my skin a little bit better. So it's not uncommon for you to have a couple of different colors of highlight, and then that way I'm going like winter and then summer I switch all the way to this and I don't use this one. I'm always brightening with Aura. I just really like it. I just feel like it's such a pretty color on me. Okay, see that? And I'm almost like swooping that side, see? Lifting it up. This is the way I started. When I started, this is what I was doing, okay? It's okay, it's just a learning process. But when you can lift your cheek up, it's like a no freaking brainer, right? Lift the cheek, okay? And then when I'm doing this, because I have a thin face, I'm gonna bring it all the way back, okay? But if my face is really round, I would want to keep this like this, okay? Because I want my face to be thinner. Does that make sense? Let me do this side so you can see it. It's just like habit for me to take it and pull it all the way up so that it makes my face. See that? See how this is brighter right here? So that makes my face look whiter. Whereas this side, I have it darker right here, so it's gonna make my face look shadowed, all right? Hi, Kathy. So literally this side, and I'm just gonna kind of blend that out just a little bit because it's just kind of dark and distracting. Let's blend this one out just a little bit so it's not quite so distracting. And you can leave it like as like sharp as you want, okay? So I'm so glad that they help. But like literally the difference in this side versus this side, it's kind of crazy, okay? So the whole idea behind contouring can seem a little bit overwhelming in the beginning and you're like, I can't do that. But when you've got a really great product like mascara, everything blends so well that it's crazy not to, because we're hiding some of the things that we don't like about our face, okay? Now, let's put a blush on. I'm gonna use a color called Cindy. Well, maybe I shouldn't because like I'm wearing this orange sweater. I'm gonna have to use my tried and true This is my tried and true. I love it so much. It's called Sandstone. And I'm just literally going to dab it right above my contour. Okay, so pretty, right? And on this side, again, if you've got a rounder face, then you probably will use a little bit more blush, okay? Don't be afraid to bring it down a little bit onto the contour. All right? It really is just like practice. So it's like we are close to a hill, to an Air Force base. And so it never fails. As soon as I start my video, the planes start flying, and they're flying a lot right now. So yeah, but I call it the sound of freedom. That's what I call it. Anyway, so let me show you now what I would do with Bella, okay? Like I said, you can do Bella first all over, and this is Bella right here. You can do Bella first all over to kind of make like a fake tan. Oh shoot, I just dropped my brush. Or you can do Bella after and think about, okay, this is where the sun hits my face, so this is where I want Bella. And I'm just gonna kind of, the sun would hit my forehead, obviously, because I have a big forehead. Okay, and so I'm just going to kind of blend that out. And again, because it's cream, it blends so easily. And then here is where the sun would hit me. And I just think it's so pretty with Sandstone. I just feel like it's like a beautiful bronzy look. Hi, Rosalind. Oh, thank you. I'm an earring like hoarder. Okay, love it, right? Can you see the difference? Kind of a straight line. So if some of you are feeling like your faces are like longer and you really want to get that look of that lifted contour, I want you to try bringing it up higher than what you think and kind of swooping it a little bit instead of bringing it more of like straight down. Okay, it's kind of crazy, but it's like, it really makes a difference. Now I want to show you what henna looks like as my nose contour, because I know you guys see me contour my nose with shadow all the time, but henna is like, it does a really, really good job, and it looks not quite as gray. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit on the Detail Hack brush, rubbing it down the sides of my nose, keeping this nice and thin. Okay, so this is important, you guys. If you take this and go too wide, it's going to make your nose look wider. Okay, so we're trying to keep it like nice and thin. Okay, so let me I'm just gonna like make it go wider so you guys can see. See how wide it is right there? See that? See how it makes my nose look longer, bigger, all of that. So now I'm gonna flip the brush. Actually, I'm gonna kind of wipe this off here a little bit. And, oh, thanks, Chandra, appreciate that. And I'm gonna kind of create this and make this a little bit thinner. Like that. See how I'm starting to make it look thinner. And then down here on the bottom, it's almost like you're creating like a V. And I actually like bring it up a little bit more because I have this ball on the end of my nose. It's all about working with what you've got, right? Okay, see that? And then you can take a lighter color and bring it here. Watch how it starts to brighten up my under eye. And then this is called Linen. I like to just put just very, very little. If I take too much linen here, it'll like show my wrinkles a little bit more. So you're really just wanting to be very, very careful with the light colors. What do you think? Isn't that crazy? It's so fun. And it's really easy to see when I've got this really great light. most of us don't have this kind of light in our bathroom. I know I don't. And so you don't really get to see the drastic appearance of it. So don't think that you're not doing it right, or don't think that like the makeup isn't working for you or whatnot. It may just be that like the lighting doesn't show it quite as much, but by the time you're done and you have it all blended out and it looks really pretty, you get the same effect. You may just not see it as you're doing it in bathroom lighting, especially. Okay, now I wanted to show you one of these illuminators because this is the one I've been wearing. This one right here, it's so pretty. Hang on, I gotta look and make sure I have the right color. Yeah, it's called Georgia, and I want you to see what it looks like. So no illuminator. It just like brightens up right here. So again, it lightens it. Anything light pulls forward, anything dark pulls back. I don't put much on my lip down here. Many gals will put it right here, but see, I have so many wrinkles right here that I don't want anything to be like anybody to look at my like wrinkly lips. It's just the way it is. It's fine, right? Okay, do you guys have any other questions about the contouring? Hopefully you understand a little bit more about how you're supposed to contour thin face, long face, or like rounder face, kind of pull it down. Find a color that looks really good. If I was to use stone on my nose, it would look red here, and it won't look like a shadow. And you really want the nose contour to look like a shadow as much as possible. Okay? So remember, if you don't want to do fake tan or get Bella, they do have like a little combo kit that if you do not have this brush yet and you're thinking about getting the brush, you might as well get Bella, because when you do Bella and this brush, it's like $40. And this brush alone is $36, okay? And then the bronzer is $16. So you might as well get this and the Bella, and like, I promise you'll love it. You will love it. Okay, you guys, don't forget to share. Those of you who hopped on later, this is what I'm doing, the Milk Moisturizer and a Milk Foot Cream. So that's what I'm doing for the giveaway. If you haven't ever tried this, it's a foot cream, but I like love it on my hands as well, especially for winter. It's so dry. This one, see, hasn't been opened yet, so I can't like smell it for you, but it'll be the perfect one to ship. So don't forget, you guys, use your bronzer. And if you have any questions about like how to contour for your face shape, just remember, for round face, horizontal, no vertical, this one. All right, I'm done. Should the primer make my face feel a little greasy? So Margaret, are you talking about the Becca? The Becca Backlight Primer it has a shine to it, definitely. And it does kind of feel, I don't know, it feels greasy on me, but it'll feel a little bit sticky maybe. Yeah, it does. But it gives your face a really pretty glow when you don't have time to put your makeup on. So, I know, right? Which colors did you want me to like? I have my eyeshadows right here just for you. Are there any colors that you guys want me to swatch? Swatcheroo. Sticky is a better word, right? It does kind of, but see, that's what a primer is supposed to do. A primer is supposed to be sticky because it's going to grab onto the foundation, okay? So it's doing what it's supposed to, but I can see how that may bug you if you didn't put your makeup over the top. But it's doing what it's supposed to, okay? All right, you guys. Last call. I'm just gonna wait a couple more seconds so that if you guys want me to swatch anything, yep, okay. Which colors? I wanted to say Mama was one of them. Is that right? This is Mama. Good heavens, I can't like get a good picture of that one. It's like a pink. It's like a matte pink. Doesn't really show up on my arm. It's like a really, yeah, I can't even get that to show up on my arm. There you go. That's a little bit better. Valencia. Lily, you're so sweet. Thank you guys for sharing. You have no idea how much that helps me. Valencia is so good. You're calling out all of my favorites. That's Valencia. In the tin, it looks like this. And these are both matte colors. And then, let's see what other colors. Valencia Basic. Basic is one of my faves. I use it all the time. It's like not too cool and not too warm. That's Basic. I probably wear Basic 5 days a week. And then let's do Bubba. I love Bubba. Bubba's kind of, so that's kind of the difference between those two browns. You can see Basic is a little bit more brown, has a little more red undertone, and Bubba's a little warmer. Like Bubba's almost what I have on today, but I have on Stay Golden, and then I did Leo over the top of it. And Leo is this one. So Leo and Valencia are pretty close. Valencia is a little brighter. Ivy League and Mija. I have to wipe my fingers off. I'm running out of arms. Mija. And that one right there, Mija, we don't make anything from that. All of the proceeds of that goes to the 3D Foundation for foster care. Ivy League. You guys are all talking all mattes. Like I haven't even had to flip it to a different one. All right, let's do Ivy League. Ivy League is almost, I do a full face of makeup every day, whether I leave the house or not. I think that's amazing because like you feel better when you do your face. And you know, it's really not so much about like what you look like to everybody else as much as it is about how you feel about yourself. So that's Ivy League. I love lining with this one too. Yeah, I love Leo. Let me show you the difference in the tin between Leo and Valencia.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the difference between Leo and Valencia. I love them both. Like, I really do. And Stay Golden does not look like Stay Golden on the website. Stay Golden, it's like one of my ride or dies. Like, I wear Stay Golden almost all the time. I'm gonna try and put it over here. Okay. I love that. All right, you guys. Hopefully this video hasn't been too long, but I like to be able to get on here and answer questions when you guys are here on Thursdays. Yep, I love it. Thanks, Peg. Okay, you guys, thanks so much. If you guys have any questions about the artist program or anything else, will you like reach out to me? That's what I'm here for. I'm not spammy. You guys know me. I'm not going to pressure you into anything, but if you have any questions, like throw them out there. I hope so. Oh, and how about Rome? Let me find Rome. I hope I have Rome in here. I'm looking. Because I had Rome in another compact. Okay, so this is Rome. This one's Rome, and this one's Sabrina, okay? They are so dang close. You can hardly tell the difference, other than I want to say Rome is a little more taupey. I'm trying to get enough on my finger that I can like show you. Oh, you're not going to be able to tell there. I'm running out of arm space, you guys. It's so light. My daughter uses it every day as her transition shade for her makeup, for her eyeshadow. Let's see. Let's do it right. Let's see if I can get Sabrina to show up there. Sabrina's just a little bit brighter and has more sheen, whereas Rome is just a little bit more taupey, but it still has a nice shine to it. Hopefully that helps. So does the artist palette have most of these colors and the bronzer? So are you talking about like an artist kit? Yeah, Yzette, I don't know, like you probably don't need Rome if you have Sabrina, unless it's like too shiny for you. So the artist, this is the one that's going to come free when you sign up tomorrow. So it does not come with all of the eyeshadows and everything free, but if you buy the $3.99 kit, I think it will pretty close fill this up. Okay. So like this is just, these are like colors. Oh, I did that with my fingernail. These are colors that I like rotate in and out of some of my palettes when I travel. So this is kind of like my personal thing. And then like this triple decker one that I have is like one that I work out of for customers. So this one has 3 levels. So I hope that explains it, but yes, it would likely darn near fill this one up if you bought the big kit. So, and the big kit is the way to go if you can afford it. I will say that because you just get a bigger bang for your buck. You get more brushes. Unless you're like Yzette and already have all the colors. Right, Yzette? You have all the colors. Yzette just needs to be an artist because she's so talented with makeup. So we're working on that, right? But anyway, send me messages like Yzette did about like swatching different things or whatever. You guys know where to find me. I'm here every Thursday at 4 o'clock. And tomorrow birthday over on Instagram. Make sure you are following @Mascara Party. Okay? And you will be like, you can play along all day long. There will be posts. There'll be tons of giveaways. I mean, they're giving away a MacBook Pro, for heaven's sakes, I think. It's like ridiculous, amazing stuff. So, yeah, if you have like time during your lunch break or whatever, jump on, participate in a couple of things, hopefully try and win something. If you're signing up tomorrow, just make sure I always tell people, try and sign up a little bit earlier if you can, just because you won't have to wait quite as long for your artist kit, and you will automatically be given this palette when you sign up. And then what's the last thing? Oh, the Gold Rush bundle. This bundle right here, that is like a really pretty palette. Like, and there's like, it's like a brand new design. This is only available tomorrow. Type down below again. If you already have, do it again, just to make sure that you're on my list, because I have a list of you that I'm going to be sending messages to remind you that this is on sale tomorrow, $181, and you get a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. I think that's it, you guys. If you have anything else, just comment below and I'll get to those. What's the earliest time to sign up in California? I don't know. I would, this is me, 6 a.m. I believe that's right. You guys, I'm going to go look and I'm going to put it in like the description box so that you guys know. I'll put in sign up from this time to this time. And honey, no, honey is not in the Gold Rush. It is rose gold and glow. Okay. I'll send you a message, Margaret. You guys have a good night. Thanks so much. You guys are awesome. I love spending Thursday at 4 with you guys.